Okay, there we go. So, I've been thinking about, well, choice. At least the illusion of choice, the idea of choice, whatever you wish to call it. Basically, in the current system and world we have, at least in the Western society, I see there is no choice. Majority of citizens will while their days away in a cubicle or an office space, and not a bad movie, by the way. It was actually fairly true for the life that most people live. They try to make it as a comedy or whatnot, but fairly, fairly spot on. But the idea of choice. What choice do we really have? We require money, which is simply an aggregate of our work. It is representative of what we work for. So we require this money, which is proof that we have worked, and is therefore the currency that we can use to gain the resources to survive. And what do? You sit in a cubicle, sit in a little office, and what do you actually contribute to the world? That was my quandary thinking about that today while driving. What do those who sit in the cubicle? I unfortunately do that partially myself. I really don't like it. But what do we produce? What do we do for the world in a positive way that actually has an impact or any kind of individual inspirations? I say none. What we do is we work in the same job 10, 20, 30 years, whatever, or float between jobs. And within that, we contribute nothing to the world, nothing to society. We do not improve anything. We're simply existing. You've heard the term, you can exist, you can live. Living is different than simply existing, yes. But what we do is we just exist. We are here, and for the large majority, that's pretty much all we do. We scrape and we save, and we do what we have to do in order to make for ourselves and our families, and the system was designed for that. If you're constantly working and trying to make for yourself enough to survive, I'm not discussing that whole living wage thing. That is not a career choice to be living on minimum wage. Have aspirations. But it's basically I liken it to a hamster or a gerbil running on a wheel. You're not actually doing anything. You're expending a lot of energy, but you're not doing anything. You're not propagating anything but for the express purpose of what you're doing, which is to work. You work to get money. You need money, so you work. It's a vicious cycle. And one might say, well, obviously, that's what we do. That's what we're supposed to do. We need to work to get money. Well, yes. But within that, does that work improve anything? Are you doing anything to make the world a better place? To be remembered, to be useful, something? I'd venture most people don't. I'm sure many have aspirations. They would like to do something more. I would love to do something more, but given my current situation, I am not able to, literally, I am not able to do some things that I would most readily jump right into. I have to do what I'm told I can do. It's great fun. But within that, that's another point actually. You can only, in many places, many jobs, whatever, you can only excel if you follow the formula. You have to do A, B, and C in order to get by or be the best at whatever. And that's all you can do. There's no room for creativity or individuality. I think there's a great idea. Well, it doesn't fit our criteria, so therefore, we can't accept that. It just won't work. If you bring it to us in this exact format, then we might be able to work with you. But that idea may not work, or the idea of credibility, selling out, so to speak. Your idea must be I forget the word off the top of my brain. I'm retarded right now. Long day. But, yeah. Your idea will be compromised. The essence of what it is, what it is supposed to represent, who you are. Like, oh, you know what? I'll just adjust my idea a little bit and make it exactly how they want it to be, and then it'll be accepted. Yes, but you no longer hold credibility for your own idea. You have actually compromised your own integrity, which most people don't have anymore. They're willing to basically sell themselves and their souls, so to speak, for a quick buck or a pat on the back or whatnot. Yes, everyone wants recognition in the world. Fully understand that. But have some pride. Pride is severely lacking in the world. If people had pride, they wouldn't bend over and take it at work. They wouldn't sit in a damn cubicle. They would venture out and, free capitalism, they would be entrepreneurs. They would be the movers and shakers. They'd have these grand, bold ideas out in the world to accomplish something more than just, I worked in a cubicle for 20 years and I received a gold wristwatch for my retirement, which basically means you wasted 20 years of your life. You did nothing of value for 20 years. You're part of the machine. We're all just cogs in the wheel. We don't have to be. We can strike it on our own, but it is not incentivized to actually strike out on your own. It is highly de-incentivized. You have all sorts of fines and legal wranglings, entanglements if you wish to go outside of a properly established channel, or if you dare threaten a corporation, or have your own ideas that are not exactly as people expect them to be, what they're told ideas are supposed to be. There's a formula, this is how things work. You stray from the formula, everything just explodes, And that may be the case in, say, chemistry or, the sciences, but in the business realm, strike out. Do something. Yes, you may fail big. I don't want to fail, but if you have the opportunity, you have to take it. Maybe a great regret, it may be a windfall. You might start some new franchise, brand, what have you. And then people look at you saying, oh my goodness, this is an amazing idea. I had no idea that this kind of product could be here. This type of event, venue, entertainment was relevant and had an audience. And, some things are in our niche markets or niche, whatever. Some things are exclusive, some things don't have the mass appeal, but just try, get out there. Otherwise, you're just a hamster on the wheel, just spinning away your life, accomplishing absolutely nothing. That's it.